Some news breaking overnight. Iran said that one of its tankers was attacked by two missiles in the Red Sea. Oil markets are reacting to this news. We've seen WTI up by about 1.3%. Brent up 62 cents to 59.72. That's a gain of just over 1%. And joining us on the phone right now is Helima Croft of RBC Capital Markets. Helima, obviously, we don't have a lot of details on this. The Iranians have said that they won't say more until they investigate, but it does ratchet up tensions. What do you think?
It absolutely ratchets up tensions. And this morning, initially, Iranian officials were indicating that the missiles were launched by Saudi Arabia. Now, they have backtracked from that. But obviously, if this were a Saudi attack on Iranian tankers, it could potentially trigger further escalation in a region where we've seen a steady stream of attacks on energy infrastructure since the middle of May.
It's odd to see the Iranians backtrack so quickly. How do you read that?
Well, I think that the Iranian government is often divided in terms of whether they want to pursue a more conciliatory approach in terms of testing the waters and actually getting a deal with the Trump administration, or whether they are going to go the path of showing strength, doing attacks, and trying to force the administration's hand. I think that the hardliners in Iran, the Revolutionary Guard, desperately want to have sanctions removed and are willing to push the envelope in terms of provocative attacks in order to get the sanctions removed. So I think we're likely to see further escalations before we get a diplomatic breakthrough. Now, oil may not react particularly sharply to this because there's a view that we are awash in oil. There are concerns about demand. But I do think the geopolitical tensions in the Middle East will remain high.
Having said that, with what you just added up, U.S. now being the top producer of oil and with concerns about a potential slowdown because of the global economy, do you expect oil prices to rise much above this, even if geopolitical tensions do rise?
No, I think right now the market is just not particularly concerned about supply outages. That said, if we were to get more serious attacks that led to prolonged outages, if we were to get a type of attack that brought the Americans more directly into confrontation with the Iranians, I think those are the type of things that could get oil to move higher. But the fact that we had such a serious attack on critical Saudi infrastructure on September 14th, and the Saudis were so quick in bringing production back and meeting customer demands, I think the market looks at it and says, if we can get past what happened on September 14th, I'm not going to be particularly worried about further disruption in the region. I think that's complacent, but that's where the market is right now.
Helima, thank you.